What's up, everybody? A few quick tips if you're stuck on Exfilzone. I just finished Maxamillion's step up to level 3. He had markers for the dam area. So the same thing with Igor. Yeah, getting his journal out. It fits in a 4x. I literally went in naked with a pistol, picked up his journal. It ended up exfilling, but if you didn't, it will fit in this 4x. Another trick I just did, I'd have to show you guys how it worked, but I got more marker jobs to do. Let's claim these. So you pull out, you would have to have the DLC for this one, because this far mark, you put it anywhere, it disappears on this. You put it in this one, this one, and that one. They appear out here. When you pull them back, they're actually grabbable, and you can tell which one you took. Maybe. See, it kind of glitches out. When you try to put it in any other one, oh, I see where it went. Went over here. So sometimes they pop up over here as well. You can just keep trying to put them back. There you go. See how it pops out over there? I had all 4 popped out, no problem. There's 3. So the last one's still here. See, you wouldn't know back there. And it didn't pop out there. Still's not. Let me try moving. I think that should be out on the floor. Anyway, you get the point. You could keep. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you might not. Oh, 2 are showing up in the same slot. So I grabbed one, there's 2 there. So those 4 back end slots will pop them out up front here. What I've noticed on these inlet slots, it'll pop up over here sometimes, or you won't even have it. I set up the case the first time and only showed 3 trackers, so I just kept playing with it. A couple more tips and tricks. These junk boxes, so I started playing about 3 weeks before the wipe last season, and these junk boxes, you know, suck, because anything big you put in there and heavy, it's just going to take up the weight right away. So your best bet is to grab your biggest backpacks and put in your overflow like that. Then you can actually toss the backpack in right away, and everything you want to get done in hideout or tasks or anything else, it will show up as already listed. So a couple more locations and tips and tricks. Another way to do it also is to separate these bags by tech. So here's all tech. I have overflow hard drives somewhere else, but RAM chips, mice, these battery banks and things. I put these as tight as you can get, as you could tell. There's only one spot for that baby. Same thing. Tools, lights, hardware. In the last upgrade, Power Generator 2 took 12 of these. Keep the blue ones going. Put some of these back up before things delete. And I just brought home this damn Rampage. It's holding on. What's in this one? Same thing, like tape and tape, but wrenches, old phones. These things you don't want in your junk box. In fact, I don't even use a junk box. I have one in my tray right there. I got from. And then you can keep going like that. Another tip, since I'm on the wall, these backpacks fit really tight on the bottom. You can run them just like this. I started with these, 3 DRT bags or whatever they were, a few scav raids, and then as I went along, I just kept upgrading. Same with these armors. Every one of these is a kill or a pickup. I can't buy them. I just got to level 3 with Maxamillion. But some of these rigs are actually, I kept them as little trophies. You could see, like, this is the wildest rig I've ever seen on a guy. These 2 pouches, 2 grenade, plus this single. I left his alone, but what a wild setup this guy had. All the way around his tongue. He got dropped pretty quick, but you know. So again, if you set real tight, you can actually have quite a collection going. I think I just brought home this box mag, and that's why it's acting funny. This was in a drop at the camp. Not a drop, but just at camp. Not too much to tell over here. Oh, use these bags as well for grenade storage. If you didn't play last season, this is how everybody was setting up their grenades. As this is a pretty good distribution of what you'll see after probably 75. I think I have 100 and something raids with half scav, half raid. Way more impacts than we saw last season. Not too many of those. I don't pick up flash, and barely pick up smoke. Another tip: only put the cases up here that you're actually using the bullets for. So a couple of your few favorite distributions of rounds, and they'll come up here as full 874, on these 5.56s, versus having your extra storage down here. Also, pick up batteries. They're up there for your upgrade. You literally have to run these back. A couple scav raids. This is the next tip. So locations. This is located right outside the hotel in a little garage in a wooden case. It's there 90% of the time. These are everywhere. Tape cases are in offices, are usually everywhere. Same with civilian radios. Centrifuges are in hospital. This is in usually stores at the resort, on the wall or on the shelving. These are in camp or in second floor of mall. Same locations as last season's spawn. These are in camp all the time. So as you can see, I'm almost halfway to this unlock. One more rope here gets you this unlock. So ideally I want everything level 6 in here, level 5 or level 6. I'll put some junk level 4 and throw away extra bags here, guns, and this probably tricked out guns, and I want to fix the whole med area. Same with meds. They take up too much damn space, so you can stack them in a backpack. And this was my best meds, and hopefully I'll be actually better. This is the trash they gave you when you first started. And these side pouches, you can keep them for extra storage, for extra armor, because you're going to run out of room. 0 to hero runs. Keep a backpack this size for your handguns. I mean, they fit tons and tons, and you need one handgun. You come back with a couple of these AKs, maybe a medium-sized backpack, and whatever you can fill in your butt slot. Cash is at the bank. These are in offices. These are at the bank or in offices. You need them for trade-ins. Intel is always at the camp. These are everywhere. These books, pick them up. If you got extra room in your backpack, just pick them up, take them home. They're worth $42,000 to $50,000 a piece. I mean, that's literally how you get to a quick 15 mil after, a week and a half of wipe. Pick up mags. Mags are $5,000 on the cheap end and $9 to $10,000 on the high end. And I fill a bag just walking through after all, on a scav run, pick up all the mags, and it's 120, 150 grand. So encrypted hard drives are in drops. I've only seen them there in safes. I've hit 3 airdrops, 2 in one day, and then a whole week before I hit another one. These Game Boys and game discs are right outside the bank. Go outside the bank, right out the front doors, take a right immediately. There's a little courtyard area, the 4 benches. The first 2 benches will have food and drink and a book. The second inlet to the left will have a Game Boy and usually a game disc. Sheriff's badges are in the safes. Teacup, I think, was on a shelf at one of the stores. This ring, it's $1 million. That was in a safe. Airdrop. These were on shelves. Safe. shelves. These were in the farm. So you go up a little, right where you spawn. If you take a left, it's up this little wood pile. Every other time I've gotten a camera, I only held 6 and I've been selling the rest. That's $100 grand right there on your quick scav raid, and it fits in a small bag. Some of this other bullshit, you have the hardest time fitting a line, anything else in a small bag. I say just keep a few of each. Like once I get to the point of, once these get all the way out, I mean, I had this up and these stack double. I had this all the way out, and the last upgrade took 8 of those. These are pretty crucial. You're going to find them quick. These drum mags will come on the G3s, and these are lifesaver. That's my go-to kit right now. Before, as you can see, the CQBR, before that, the wall was filled with these little agents that I was finding everywhere, and it's a good gun, mediocre and bullshit, but I couldn't buy them. So then I got all these, still couldn't buy them, and went in with some random. This will be the funnest way you play the game. You go in random with a pistol, and whatever, you're going to run out of pistol bullets pretty quick. When you run out, you're going to pick up a gun, right? You kill a scav, take his armor or his helmet, pick up a gun, and you're going to just have to use it. I found the basic G3. I unloaded half a clip on a scav and barely got him on an 8K I picked up, and he dropped a G3. I thought, oh shit, single fire, I'm dead, man. And boom, headshot, 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 3 in a row. It felt like a 5-round clip, and you know, I'm clipping them like that. So as soon as I found the level 2 G3 and a drum, this is the rocking kit right now, and it's gotten, I mean, at least 6 raids in it. I haven't lost anything yet. So with the markers, that's why one's in here. I was testing it for this damn run. Trade in for the damn bunker key. Some of the keys are still pretty easy to find. Hotel keys will still be spawning upstairs, 2nd floor. Picnic tables, you'll find water, coffee, energy drinks, and keys up there, usually for room 206. Haven't found 201 yet, but the other ones are in suitcases and wooden boxes. Rope. I found in the police station, first run, first couple days, but I didn't even know what it was. We're all still learning all the new stuff. Rope, police station. Second one I found after 35 more raids, so I thought after 70 I'd have a couple, but I don't. The red toolbox. It spawns in a red toolbox. I think I was in the bottom of the mall, but I've opened 100 since then. My whole runs are just looking for red toolboxes. Other streamers swear that this spawns at the fire station. Inside, next, across from the fire truck, there'll be a med, a gun case, and then far to the right. I've hit it 15 times. The only thing I ever find are these wrenches and full hammers. Videotapes, 2nd floor in the resort hotel. It's the back one towards the water. If you run up there, 2nd floor, it's a spawn area, and it fits in the small bag. You can't miss it. It's in one of the bedrooms. Same, you might find a Game Boy up there. The books, again, these are pretty expensive. I mean, 43 grand. And I started keeping micas I'd find or kill, because I'll put them in here on a 0 to hero with a pistol. And when I find something good, just toss the mica, and you got 4 slots. And if you didn't have the upgrade, but the trackers are also in there. What else? All the rest of this is pretty findable. I mean, you find this. Usually when you find poison in a room, you'll find 2 or 3. And it's not always safe room. I found it in Ellie's. Trying to think where else. Oh, you know, a lot of med rooms, actually. Most of the stuff you spawn and start with. Keep an eye out. I mean, once you get a nice little collection of these are 9 grand, right? So keep an eye out for all these. I can't wait till the point of last wipe where I can come back and just throw the whole backpack in for $250,000 to $500,000, and I have to separate all this shit. But for now, we still have to get the upgrades. Weird thing here. These will stand up with the needle down. These won't. So this was a mess a minute ago. I just cleaned it up to turn on the video and stuck all those up to kind of give you an idea. I wanted to do an advanced med backpack, but again, these are too small. These are huge. I'm just going to upgrade to all those. Started in here with all the distribution she was giving me and the extra stuff. But ideally, you want to have, I mean, you're going to run out of space no matter what, but you don't want to have to just junk box at 1.6 million when you can do so much more. See, this thing's at 18. Just power banks, tapes, nails, just the small stuff. Bitcoin, just opened that. That's what it looks like. Opened with no GPUs yet. And like I said, about 100, maybe 50 scav, 50 deployments. It's no GPU. I ended up last season, after 3 weeks of playtime, with 7 GPUs. And 24 million. And again, the walls packed. But I also had gear fear and shit back then. Now it's a lot of fun to run with a pistol. Pick up a gun you've never played with before and see if you're any good with it. You never know what you're going to get. And now scavs are wearing backpacks. You can go in completely naked. I think I fucked this up, but you get the point. It's empty. So eventually we just keep upgrading and upgrading. You start with these little ones down here. I mean, I even had the knapsacks on the wall. A couple up top, you know, when I first started. And then I opened up the daily trade probably 4 days ago. So you get 2 a day. Boom, 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 boom. And I think this dark green one is what you can trade for. The rest of these are player kills or scavenging around here. So a few trades, but mostly player kills. Keep your extra, you know, mags, like I said, separated. If you ever find these big ones, always keep them. I talked about a flea market or a trade kind of thing opening up. I haven't ran any Seikas yet. I have 4. Just finds from people and pickups, but I didn't run it last season either because I couldn't get it. I don't think I could buy it. I had all my traders to level 3 working on level 4 when Beer Fest came. And Beer Fest was it was fun for a few days until everybody's killing everybody for just a simple backpack and grabbing a few beers. So this is actually the gun I run now. The earlier version, I mean, it is just a great power. And swap these soft points out for all the full metal. So whenever you get deployed as a scav as a foul, it's going to drop you with a clip full of soft point and 2 packs of soft point in your backpack. Toss them. I mean, I kept a few here, but really they give you 1 stack of full metal jackets. And if you just keep your scav run, in no time you'll have a kit like I run with, and these are all the full metal jackets for free from those scav raid with foul. And you know, with a drummy, it's 50 rounds, I believe. And yeah, it's 50 rounds. But literally, these are easier to find than rope. Easier to find than definitely the golden statue. I haven't found any Aladdin. I mean, you would know the high end, the Aladdin, the lamp, the golden elephant. I had 1 golden elephant last season, and no lamp, and no golden figurine. So hopefully that changes a little bit. But encrypted hard drives, I found on the desk in the bank. Up the stairs, all the way around through the maze, the last door on the left had a safe one time. It's never happened again. It usually has a locker. More than likely it has this book on the desk. That's where I keep picking them up. But one time it had this. Another one, it was a drop. Must have been a drop. Extra keys. Hopefully they fixed this key ring. And I was hoping for some like nice graphics like suburbs, and maybe split this into 4, but suburbs and some graffiti or something, and then damn. And I mean, that's the way I do it. These are all suburbs, then probably into damn, and then definitely these are Metro or Resort. And shoot, that's about it. I can't think of too much more. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. These stack too high. As you get them, just strip a vest, make one run in here, stack them all up. These are everywhere. Videotapes, you're going to find the second floor. I find them in safes. I find them on top of computers. Sorry for the rambling. Let's see. And then, just overflow is the issue in this game. I need to get that open for 3 more racks. And I want this whole thing to be ditch all this. I didn't need any of this last season. 6 of these, that's it. 2 of these for a mission, 2 beers, but I'd put all that in the fridge and go back to putting my rations and everything, and then quick meds out here for when I get back from a raid and get back into it. They did give us a fridge, and I stocked it, but it is kind of a pain to be way over there for some reason. Everybody doesn't like it. Bathrooms opened up. You probably all have this with the DLC, but shooting range is open. So we're working on level 3 with everybody again. And that was just a long quick tip on this. So I got another mark right after the last one, and that's why I wanted to tell you guys. Literally, you can go in 0 to 0, and if you go upstairs at this point in the game, sorry, got drift on this stick. Play this game too much. So you go up here. I don't know if it's Arc. It is Arc. You can't buy them yet, so you fucking can't lose them. So that's what made me think about, and it might be this next one, tracking device, but the last mission gave me 4. I've killed a player and got 2 off him. They're in my ammo room. These you can't buy yet, so that's what made me think of this after Igor's book. So remember, Igor's journal in the waste disposal area will fit, I believe it was a 4 slot. And then you can even die. I think my stomach got blackened at that point, and I ended up dying. Mission completed, no problem. So put them in your butt pouch, at least for now. Let's see if that was the mission that might unlock them, because he's given me 4 before. I couldn't buy him to replace. I now have a new mission, and I can't replace him, so it's got to be pretty quick. No, it's not this. So, again, if anybody finds my username or adds me, you ever want to do a run going naked or take any of this gear, I'm down. I'm down to team up. Show you more locations, show you some runs, show you some nice sniping spots. Another tip on suburbs. The majority of bodies and massacre scenes I've been finding, people are, no longer raiding the mall and getting mall boss armor or having big duke outs there, at least from what I've seen. I've found many players at the police station, battles of 3 and 4, and motel. So as a scav run now, it's shooting out that way instead of straight for the mall. I'll pick a route for the motel, usually through the power station. The 5 pipes down below, 4 will have construction equipment, nails, bolts, those kind of things. 1, the 4th one on going towards the power station will have an armor, and it's usually a shit helmet. But I have found one of these, which at that point you're a scav and you find a huge backpack. I mean, you can load that thing up for 20 minutes and get out of there. But I think that's the best spawn. A couple these helmets, this style, which I'm finding more and more of, and same with this as I raid and killing people. I had to buy these boxes because everybody, I think, got the DLC or just the initial MK318s, and people seem like people bringing all their mags in, and all their ammo they got for free, or at least to start the game. And I was stripping everybody. I mean, all my clips are loaded up with this, and it bled over into 3 full boxes. And just today, I started seeing people bring in M995, and so we're going to start upgrading to that. And hell yeah, thanks for listening. If anything helped, cool, man. Let's raid together. Let's shoot some people. Good luck, shooters. Thanks.